Andrew Tate happens to be one of, if not the world's biggest influencers. He is loved by some and despised by others, and some even seek his life. In today's video, we're going to be discussing a very complex topic. Is Andrew Tate an honorable, righteous man, or is he just a wolf disguised in sheep's clothing?
Right-wing influencer Andrew Tate.
Influencers Andrew and Tristan Tate
Landing in Florida today by private jet.
Are on their way to the U.S. after a travel ban on them has now been lifted.
Do you deserve to be happy? Every single person watching this, go look in the mirror, look yourself in the eye. Do you deserve to be happy? The answer is probably not. You don't deserve it. But whose fault is that? Everything in life that is valuable must be earned. Peace of mind must be earned. Happiness must be earned.
It's hard to find someone who doesn't have a strong opinion on Andrew Tate. In case you don't know exactly who he was, Andrew Tate is a former professional kickboxer who later transitioned to a career focused on online content creation.
Breathe air.
Developing programs and courses centered around wealth creation and lifestyle improvement. He emphasizes traditional masculinity, which can mean different things to different people. To him, being a Muslim, Tate believes that men are the primary providers for their families, responsible for financial support and ensuring their well-being. Not only is that reasonable to argue, but it's also biblical. But if you look beyond the big interviews done such as Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, Candace Owens, you will see an entirely new persona where new ideologies and theologies begin to emerge.
Why don't I just make fun of all women? So I kinda went from sitting on my chair working to let's have a cigar with my friends and make fun of women. Women can't do anything right. That's why we give them unimportant jobs.
One of the things that makes Andrew Tate so hard to figure out is that he's very intelligent and persuasive. He's very good at sales, not only in marketing his online university, The Real World, or selling $20,000 sunglasses, but the real reason why Andrew Tate is loved by so many is because he sells a lifestyle, he sells an idea. Andrew Tate sells the ticket to freedom. One of the ways Andrew Tate shares his ideas is through an online program called The Real World.
Whoa! Welcome to the real world!
One of the ways Andrew Tate shares his ideas is through an online program called The Real World. It is an online school where experts in certain subjects teach their students about certain ways to make money online and other courses such as crypto and fitness. In my research, I've watched many videos talking about the real world and reviewing it, most of them looking like this.
Today I'm gonna try Tate's new $49 course called The Real World to see how much money I can make, to expose if it's legit or not, and to see if I can finally escape the matrix.
But if you wait until the very end of the video, it is revealed that the video creator happens to have a link in their description that will bring you to the website where to buy The Real World.
If you want to join The Real World, I put the official link in my description to ensure y'all don't get scammed by all the fake websites impersonating Tate on Google.
This may not be a bad thing until you realize that all these creators with these links are getting paid with each purchase that they get from their link. Otherwise, for each time you buy The Real World using their link, they get a commission. And this leads me to the underlying point of the Tate's course. Well, you can make money from learning the skills and creating a business, like the course teaches you, for $50 a month. The real way people are making money is by working the pyramid scheme.
Real World, I put the official link in my description.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
Let's be honest, you don't need to dump $50 American on a course that will teach you the same things that a YouTube video will. Instead, you might try more traditional ways to make money, like mowing your neighbor's lawn. And I'm not the first person to think this, and there's other videos and other creators that break this down and highlight some of the Tate's shifty business, but I'm not going to discuss that here, as right now in this video, I'm discussing their ideologies and their ideas. And what makes Andrew Tate such a hard man to discern unbiasedly is that when he's not marketing his course, He's actually saying legitimate advice that is applicable to all men. His message of try your hardest and be the best man you can be is what makes him wanted by the globalist elites. The globalists want you scrolling on your phone anyway. They want your mind dead. I don't even have to prove it, you just can look around. You can see brain rot, reels, shorts, anything that's developed to get you addicted on dopamine and get your mind and to enslave you is what the globalists are pushing. That's their agenda.
We live in a democratic society where it's innocent until proven guilty, and I think my brother and I are large. Trying to destroy the reputations of good people who have no intention to do anything other than follow the law.
The globalist elites want a failed generation to control the earth. While the people who follow Andrew Tate might not end up to be millionaires like himself, they have the right attitude of working hard. That is what the globalists hate the most. But what does Andrew Tate's idea of success look like? Andrew says repeatedly that he is the most successful, intelligent, and most courageous human being on the planet. So let's take a look at his idea of success.
Most of you are boring losers. And when I say that, I don't mean that to insult you. I just want you to understand that it's true. When you walk into a room, nobody pays attention. You don't stand out. You're not unique. You have no charisma. No interesting life stories. Your coolest life story is the time you got on an EasyJet flight and went and got drunk in another country.
Decide to become the kind of person who adopts as many problems that he can solve as possible, so once they're all solved, he reaps the rewards and builds a fantastically large empire with so much money he can't possibly spend it, internationally renowned and respected.
For where your heart is, your treasures will be also. Do not store up your treasures on earth, but rather in heaven, where neither moss nor rust destroy. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. No one can serve two masters. Either you'll hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Here's what I see happening. In the midst of the 2024 election, we saw a vast majority of different people coming together to unite under one similarity, to vote for Donald Trump. From Christians to Catholics, Jews, Muslims, atheists, black people, white people, Mexicans, Asians, liberals, conservatives, etc. In a world with carefully constructed social systems developed by the elites meant to divide, we are able to unite for a common cause, and that was to vote for Donald Trump. Now, how did the Tate brothers fall into this? The Tate brothers are intelligent, like I just said, and they supported Trump because Trump was for common sense. Because of that and their passion to destroy the globalists, the right has adopted him as a free speech patriot. But the Tates have beliefs that should not be adopted by the right because they go against the traditional Christian beliefs that America was founded on.
Women can't do anything right.
Like every human being on the earth, each of us have conflicting beliefs that relate to our religion and ideologies. Andrew himself tweeted on X saying, "Do you agree that the media are the bad guys? And if the bad guys call someone a bad guy, what does that guy make him?"
And nobody's allowed to mention your name because the teachers think that your brand of masculinity is so toxic, they are seeing an immediate effect on the way that young men behave, and not in a good way.
I can understand why they banned me because I speak the truth. If I was wearing a wig, Piers, and lipstick, and telling young boys to remove their genitals, would I have been banned from schools? No. They would have said, "Oh, you can say his name, no problem." No matter how big I got, if I had a wig on and lipstick and I had been castrated medically, I would be allowed to talk to the young boys. But as soon as I say you're supposed to grow up and get big and strong, and if your wife doesn't want a job, you need to pay for her, it's your job as a man, you better find some money, then I'm the public enemy number one. Garbage.
And you're withholding information, whether it's harmful or not. This is silencing. This is tyranny. This is exactly what the globalists want. This is not only happening online, but it's happening in millions of schools across the world, and by only saying his name, you can get canceled, expelled, or silenced. And again, it goes back to Andrew himself. His point is if you agree the media are the bad guys, then in theory, that makes Tate a good guy. Ladies and gentlemen, discernment is the key. Judgment is the key. In a world where technology is literally out to hypnotize you, It is crucial to think for yourself. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And to finish her off, I want to remind you to be your own person. Take in the information, evaluate it, never take anything at face value. Ephesians 6 verses 12 reads, "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Men should strive for dominance, strength, and wealth only to glorify God." And to make sure the YouTube algorithm won't hide my next video from you, subscribe to be notified of my next video. Thanks for watching.